Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Over the past few weeks, I've uploaded quite a few videos on quite a few different video games. One thing you'll notice is that for just about every single one of those games, I like them. But apparently, to a few people, that's not allowed. With almost every single one of my most recent videos, whether it be my video on Dawn of War 3, Warframe, Nier Automata, Prey, Mass Effect Andromeda, Titanfall 2, For Honor, I've gotten at the bare minimum at least one comment writing something the equivalent of, "I don't like that game is shit. How can you like that shit game that I don't like?" This is a disturbing trend in the video game community, and one that I try to combat with my videos, one that I try to combat with my positive attitude and outlook. If you browse through my video upload library, you'll see I make very few videos on video games that I dislike, or are, in some respect, bad games. I know a lot of gamers are accustomed to constant negativity and anger and bashing, and just hearing over and over again, video games suck, this game sucks, that game sucks, gaming sucks. I wholeheartedly disagree with that notion, with that perspective. Personally, I think video games are better than ever. I'm having the time of my life playing these games. It's also aided by the fact that I only really pick up and play video games that I'm interested, that I know I am going to like. I only play games that I like. For the most part, I will experiment with stuff I've never tried before to see if I like it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I don't make too big a deal out of it. What I don't get is this mentality that I'm not allowed to like video games. Okay, so you personally dislike this particular game. Let's say Mass Effect Andromeda. You had a negative experience with that game. Okay, but that's your experience. That's your experience. You had a negative experience with that game. That game wasn't fun to you. It wasn't enjoyable. Me, on the other hand, I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda and having a good old time. However, that upsets you, that offends you, that I'm having a good time with the game when you didn't? As a matter of fact, it offends you and upsets you to a point that you call me a shill? A sellout? That I'm lying, that I don't really like the game and I'm just saying that for money? Are you serious? Oh, now I'm a fanboy. Now I'm a fanatic. The mere idea of someone liking a video game that you don't like is so abhorrent to you that you've got to label everyone who likes something that you don't like as some sort of negative, as some sort of pejorative. Like, wow, how sad is your life? I have to confess to all of you, it is mentally exhausting to constantly be accused of being a shill and a sellout because, God forbid, I enjoy video games. I like the vast majority of video games I play. I only play and talk about video games I like. Apparently, because I have a different opinion, a different perspective, because God forbid, I'm having fun in a video game, God forbid, I'm evil. I'm the devil. I'm a liar. I'm a con artist, a shill, a sellout. How dare I actually like Warframe and not nitpick it to death about small, insignificant gripes? How dare I like Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3 and not be butthurt that it's not an exact copy-paste of the first game? How dare I actually like For Honor? Love For Honor, as a matter of fact. How dare I actually enjoy the game and not non-stop bitch about peer-to-peer servers and OP characters that need nerfs? How dare I actually talk about the game and its gameplay and the actual legitimate positives of the game? Oh no! And of course, how dare I like Mass Effect Andromeda? How dare I actually enjoy the gameplay, visual, story, and characters? How dare I? How dare I? I am truly criminal scum. Haul me off to gamer jail. How dare I actually like video games? How dare I? Because as we all know, that's apparently not allowed. Okay, enough sarcasm from me, honestly. Look, I don't know how else to put it. I love video games. It's as plain as simple as that. I love video games. A video game has to do something truly horrendous for me to legitimately hate it. Even video games I dislike, I don't hate the games, I just don't find them fun to play. I wish I personally enjoyed them, but I don't. I wish I could enjoy Grand Theft Auto, but I don't like the Grand Theft Auto games. I don't find them fun. That's just me. I wish I could enjoy the Mario and Sonic games, but I don't. I find them boring. Doesn't make them bad games, I just personally find them boring. I wish I liked Elite Dangerous, but I refunded that game because in the 2 hours that I played, I had a miserable time. Doesn't mean the game's bad, just means it's not for me. I want to like these games, even though I didn't enjoy these games, even though I found them boring, even though I didn't have a good time playing these games, I wish I did. I wish I liked them. I wish I enjoyed them. I wish no ill will upon them or their developers. I don't understand why the video game community has to be so aggressive, why we've got to turn everything up to 11 all the time. We can't simply just be like, game's not for me, didn't find it fun. No, it's gotta be, I hate this game, it ruined my life, it's an abomination, the devs should be executed. Why do we gotta scream? Why do we gotta shout? Why do we gotta make things personal? Look, I love video games, but they're just video games. There are a lot of things in life worthy for getting truly upset over. Politics, relationships, crime, disease, the job market, the workplace. Aren't video games supposed to be a pastime? A hobby? Something you do for fun? To relax? Because that's what I use video games for, and much, much more, because I deeply appreciate video games. Because video games do for me what television and movies and books could never do for me. They bring my childhood fantasies to life. They make my dreams reality. They have me explore my imagination. They invest me in characters, in stories. They make me feel like no other medium, like no other art, like no other storytelling property can. So I can never hate video games. I can never be angry at video games. Outside of maybe, and I'm stretching it here, I'm being generous here, 1 or 2 games that I find personally a tad bit offensive. Like, those do not need to exist. Why do those exist? Those games being Hatred, and of course Nekopara. Burn in hell! But yeah, in all seriousness, I know I repeat myself. I say this time and time again, video after video, and I'm going to keep saying it. I love video games. Video games contain my favorite stories, my favorite characters, my favorite action, my favorite settings and creatures and music. Almost a decade ago, when I was younger, before 2009 being the year I really truly got into gaming, before then, when I was younger, I always craved something. I craved the creativity and the imagination and the worlds that I dreamed up inside my head. I consumed as much sci-fi and fantasy as I could because it was the only supplement I had for expressing and enabling that wonder, but it was never enough. I always felt like there was something missing, a part of me missing, a part of my life missing. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't an unhappy kid or an unhappy teen by any means. I have some of the best family and friends anyone could ask for in this life. But me, my family, my friends, we don't have the money and we don't have the time to do and see truly incredible things. The wondrous, almost alien animals you can see at the zoo, adrenaline rushes from skydiving or paintball. All these exciting experiences life has to offer, but you can't access them without hundreds of dollars and time off school and work. And then I discover video games in 2009. When I get into video games in 2009, really get into it, whole new doors, whole new avenues are open up to me. Whole new worlds and experiences that I only dreamed of. Being a super soldier, an explorer, a knight, a secret agent, a superhero. How can I hate video games? How can I express rage or anger at video games after all they've done for me? I think a great deal of gamers, I think the gaming community as a whole has taken gaming for granted, and they've forgotten why they play video games, why they love video games, and now video games have become a tool for venting. People are experiencing hardships in their life, they're experiencing disappointments in their life, and instead of tackling it head on, they instead look for another avenue to send those negative emotions, to just deal with it, put up with it. And now we have the outrage gaming culture that we see today, where really insignificant things, really insignificant issues and gripes and problems are blown up to extreme and ridiculous proportions. Now every pre-order offer, every microtransaction, every season pass, every piece of DLC, every disappointing ending, every imbalance in multiplayer, any and every graphical and technical hiccup, instead of what I at least consider to be an appropriate response, my usual response is, that's a shame. Whereas the typical narcissistic, pessimistic, hyperbolic gamer's reaction is, this is a crime against humanity. Rah, rah, shout, scream, swear word, insult, death threat, wild, baseless accusations and lies about the developers. Gaming is doomed, the game industry is going to crash. And I'm just sitting here shrugging, rolling my eyes. The same song and dance again? Look, You have a hypercritical and negative perception of the video game industry. I have an uber positive, happy, appreciative perspective on it. We can coexist. You can have your perspective and opinion, I can have mine. You can dislike video games without me calling you a rabid hater, and I can like video games without you calling me a sellout shill. Because while I am perfectly entitled to like whatever video games I like, enjoy whatever I enjoy, you are also free to dislike whatever you dislike. But my personal preferences, my enjoyment of video games, doesn't negatively affect you. So why do you take offense to it? Why do you insult others who like video games you don't like? Why do you insult people who play Call of Duty, Destiny, Minecraft, DMC Devil May Cry, the Ninja Fury one, Mass Effect Andromeda, No Man's Sky, and the list goes on and on. Look, we can argue, we can debate about whether certain video games are objectively good or not. There's a discussion there to be had. But trying to invalidate what other people find enjoyable, their personal preferences for what they like, well, that's just wrong, and you don't look like a good person whatsoever doing it. It's just video games, not a political issue, not a political stance. I only bring this up because I've been labeled an SJW for how positive I am about video games. No, I'm fucking serious. In my opinion, we're taking video games way too seriously, man. Video games are an excellent topic and create multiple topics of discussion and conversation. Video games are a fantastic medium and art form and product. They're a fantastic means of talking, generating discussion, but anger, hate, I don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't understand it. Aren't we here on this earth to find happiness? Isn't the goal of life happiness? Isn't the point of video games, playing video games, to have fun, to be happy? That's how I see video games. That's how I utilize video games. That's why I play video games. That's why I only play video games that I like. To be happy, to have fun, which is why I'm so positive about video games. I don't go out searching for legitimately, objectively bad video games where the developers put in half-assed work. I know what I like, I look for what I like, and then I play it. And you're not gonna stop me. You can't stop me. You can insult me, you can throw a worthless label on me all you want, but I'm gonna keep playing the video games that I enjoy. And I highly encourage everyone to do the same. Play the video games you like, you enjoy, you're allowed to. And you're not a bad person, and you're not a shill for playing what you want to play and what brings you happiness. Anyways, that's been a video. I hope you liked the video. If you indeed liked the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love reading comments. To get nearly enough comments, please leave a comment. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.